German carmaker Mercedes Benz has launched the AMG EQS 53 Four Matic Plus electric sedan at 2.45 crore rupees. The EV Sedan by Mercedes Benz will take on the likes of the Audi e-tron RS and the Porsche Taycan. Business Today TV's Chetan Bhutani caught up with Santosh Iyer, the Vice President of Customer Service and Corporate Affairs at the company, to speak about some of their plans and outlook for the year ahead. Listen in.
Tell us about the EQS AMG, sir, and what was the strategy behind getting this vehicle into the Indian market? Because I know for that fact that a vehicle planning is done much in advance. So why at this point of time? Is it because of festive season rush or probably planning in advance? What's the plan here, sir?
Let me go to history. We were the first luxury car manufacturer to launch an electric car in India 2 years back with the EQC. That time when we launched the EQC, lot of questions. Is India ready for electric? You are the first to launch. Will there be a demand for electric cars? And in 6 months' time, we saw that all the EQCs were sold out, and we couldn't plan so many cars. That's the time we decided that we need to localize EVs in India because the demand is there. As an OEM, as a manufacturer, are you able to supply? So 18 to 20 months back, we decided we will localize the EQS. And the reason of deciding on the EQS is it's a flagship car. So whatever we do in India, we want to start from the flagship, the EQS, the top end, and then maybe later on decide over the years what can be an appropriate product. In the same breath, when we decided next month we are going to launch the EQS, we said what's more than the EQS, and that's the AMG, because that's something there for the performance enthusiast. Plus India has never seen a performance EV as such, and we will be right there in the classical sense when you look at the AMG EQS 53. True blue performance, 0 to 100 in 3.4 seconds, excellent battery management system, a range of 550 plus range. So it ticks all the boxes, and we thought it's appropriate that we launch first the EQS AMG and then we launch the EQS 580 later on, which will be locally produced. And then we will also be launching some CBUs like the 7-seater EQB, which will come by end of this year. So we are clear that by next 5 years, 25% of our sales will be coming out of EVs.
Mr. Schwenk also in fact laid down the entire system for sustainability at Mercedes. By 2039, there's a plan for a complete carbon neutrality. Give us a timeline in your own words. How do you think it's achievable, especially for the Indian markets?
So for us, the tailpipe emission is an old school. Oh, pata hai EV hai, so it will be zero emissions. But I think as responsible manufacturer, we have to look at the entire ecosystem. So not only the emission, but also what kind of material the car is made. Green steel, you saw recyclable materials, vegan materials. How can we use that? On the other side, we are also responsible for supplier compliance. So all the suppliers, are they also CO2 neutral? Or our agents or franchisee partners, are they CO2 neutral? So we are already on this path. Just to give an example, in India, our entire production plan in Chakan, almost 80 to 90% we use power from renewable sources. In fact, this year we will be fully renewable in terms of using. So we are taking big steps, not only the world but also in India. So we have a clear roadmap. 2039 is an ambitious target. We will be the first automotive OEM in the world to achieve that. And India is no far behind. We are already taking steps with our partners, with our suppliers, with the entire ecosystem.
Right. So coming on towards the ecosystem for electric vehicles, as it is important for ICE vehicles to have an ecosystem, electric vehicles demand much more of a bigger ecosystem with charging stations, dealer partners, and things changing a lot for Indian markets. Tell us about how are you planning to shift that ecosystem from ICE to electric and establishing charging stations, doing tie-ups with different OEMs. What is the plan out there?
No, so for us, we are a luxury brand, and for us, even the charging has to be a luxury experience to a large extent. And we don't want our customers to wait in long queues and charging. So we thought a lot about what to do. So we are investing 15 odd crores in setting up 140 ultra fast charging network. This comprises of 180 kilowatt. This chargers, it comprises with 60 kilowatt DC chargers and also 22 kilowatt AC chargers. What we have done is many of our dealerships and workshops are in customer pockets, and we have decided that we will form a web of charging network within them. Would you like to talk about what's next coming up for the Indian markets? I think this next couple of months will be the time for EVs. We today introduced the EQS 53. We will be introducing next month the localized version of the EQS 580. We also announced that we will introduce the 7-seater EV for the first time in India with the EQB. So a lot of EV focus. Plus we have more cars, performance cars up our sleeve. So yeah, it will be an exciting. The year is still there.
वीडियो पसंद आया तो हमें लाइक, कमेंट, शेयर और सब्सक्राइब जरूर करें।